Cheer up, Brian. You know what they say? Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. Hey. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Come on. Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your scene, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Come on, Brian, cheer up. Always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life. First things happen to see, you know. Always look on the right side. What you got to lose? You know, you come from nothing, you're going back to nothing. What you lost? Always look on the right side of life. Nothing will come from nothing, you know what I say? Cheer up, you old bugger. Come on, give us a grin. There you are. See? The end of the film. Incidentally, this record's available in the foyer. Someone's got to live as well, you know. Who do you think pays for all this rubbish? Always look on make the money back, you know. I told him. I said to him, Bernie, I said, they'll never make that money back. Always look on the right side of life.
Know that any mountain is capable of moving. The shaman of the new generation will prove it. You can be what is rocking and the mind is reeling and rolling, racing, changing motion, flowing like a river into the ocean. Better get yourself ready for the next transition, cause the time is right for a new vibration. My vision, one nation, one tribe, one day will come the might to move any mountain.
Tall, ascending, I stand so high. Earth below me, revolving above the sky. I feel no fear to be here is oh so fine, shining brightly like sunlight inside my mind. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Lock your Soyuz hatch and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control 9, to Major Tom. 8, 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Detach from station and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. But it's time to guide the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control.
Major Crackpot Tom is here as well.
And I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing left to do.
Yes, this is Crackpot McDougall here, till 10 to till 10, 23:23. I'm here from my own tin can. We're broadcasting from a tin can on the streets of Glasgow. Till 10 to till 10, retweet to retweet. Come on, get your fingers out, retweet to retweet, get it happening.
Though I've flown 100,000 miles,
I've done hundreds, maybe a million miles.
and before too long I know it's time to go. Our commander comes down back to earth and knows. Ground control to Major Tom, the time is near, there's not too long. Can you hear me, Major Tom?
I hear you, I hear you.
Can you hear me, Major Tom?
I hear you.
Can you hear me,
I said I fucking hear you.
Can you hear am I floating in my tin can?
Yes, Major Crackpot Tommy is here. Yes, I'm here in my own specialised converted tin can. I could take off and fly to the moon just like that. Yeah, just like that. Boom, we could be away. But I've held back. I've stayed back to entertain all you crackpots here in Zombieland. So we sit here in my tin can in the streets of Glasgow. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Retweet to retweet. This is the Crackpot McDougall revolution of the airwaves. We're sitting here wired to the moon as usual. We're sitting here space cadet material. We're phoning anybody who's daft enough to pick up the phone. Surely there must be somebody out there who's daft enough to pick up the phone to me tonight. We need to find... I was going to say last week, what we'll need to do, if you want a guest on, or if you want someone on, then what we should do, I mean, even people in America, the good old United States of US of A, if there's anybody there that you want me to do an interview with, do a chat with, then you don't even have to have the number. If you've got the number, even better, but if not, c'est la vie. We have, where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get a hold of them and we'll do a live interview. So instead of me phoning the brass hookers in Nevada and the lassies with the diddies in Los Angeles, then we can do other things as well, you know. It's an open book here. We're an open book. The old Crackpot book is opened for inspection. You can check our books. We don't cook our books like Thomas Cook. We don't do up the books like David Murray. So it's, let's see, well done. Everybody who's done a retweet to retweet. I can only say 3 retweets there. So how many people we got in this thing? There's instant bans coming up for the likes of Pete. Have you done a retweet? Una, have you done a retweet? Peter Boy, have you done a retweet? Nature Boy, have you all retweeted? Barry Boy, Matt Quinn, Doctor 1888, GWG123, Reese McKenna, the Celtic Hub. Have you all retweeted to retweet? Instant bans are going to be handed out. Right. Apparently your old guy who's the chanter, the Tama chanter up in space, apparently touched down in Kazakhstan at 6 o'clock. It was in Presswick. Anybody know the whereabouts of yon crackpot? Earlier on we phoned up Canada. They've no idea where he's going to be. We need to get hold of this crackpot. Someday, anybody who knows this Crackpot McDougall for the tin can, we want to get a hold of him. We want to get a chat with him. Is it too much to ask? Obviously it's too much to ask to get a retweet to retweet, to tell 10 to tell 10. If it's too much to get that, what can be expected to get that crackpot's number? I might do a show earlier on, we'll get held back. If we get any zombies numbers, to get a zombie number 5 years ago tonight. The zombies were running about amok in Manchester. Is there anybody there get any zombie tales or any zombies they want to dob in? The Dob-a-Dob hotline has opened. The Dob-a-Dob hotline. Dob-a-Dob hotline. Billy Boyne, number 1. Billy Boyne, last seen biting a dog. Billy Boyne, seen biting a dog in Manchester. Have you seen him? Brain dead zombie, bleak it look. We're looking out now, we're looking out for Billy Boyne, Exhibit 1, Total Space Cadet, Moon Unit. He was seen biting a dog in the city centre of Manchester. If you've seen this total fruitcake loon ball Moon Unit, then please report him in. Please report him in. We've actually lost the home line, but we'll get it back soon. We're a line down here Yes, we're lying down. We've lost the 1888 number for the time being. It's alright, it's held in reserve for 90 days. We'll get it back. Just there's a few technical issues with the Rothschild banking cabal, but don't worry, we'll kick Nathaniel's boss in tomorrow and we'll access to the banking system. But meanwhile, that was Billy Boyne. Now we're dealing with Billy no right in the head. Billy no right in the head was last seen. Billy no right in the head was last seen in Manchester. Tried to get his cock up a Manchester police horse. Yes, Billy no right in the head. The last time he got his Nat King Cole was at number 1 when he was alive. That's how Billy no right in the head tried to shag a horse in Manchester. Have you seen him? He's been in hiding. No joy for the coppers trying to find Billy no right in the head. Yes. So we've got Billy no right in the head and Billy Boyne, one for biting a dog, the other one for trying to shag a police horse. Can you find these crackpots? It's 0289 581 9876 9876. And now we're on to Exhibit 3. Exhibit 3, we're back in here. It's Billy Crazy Horse. Billy Crazy Horse. He wasn't done for trying to shag a horse. No, he was done for impersonating a horse. He was trying to impersonate a horse. Yes, he had 3 zombies sitting on top of him. So Billy Crazy Horse, thinking he's a horse, he had 3 zombies sitting on top of him. Where was he fucking playing it? Billy Crazy Horse, carrying zombies about Manchester. Have you seen him? We add him to the list, Billy Crazy Horse. Now, Exhibit 4, here comes Exhibit 4. And he comes into the action now. It's Billy Knee Legs, Billy Tin Legs, Billy Tin Legs. Need I say any more? He goes by the name of STM. Last seen in Manchester, looking for a buyer. He was last selling at Manchester 5 years ago, saying for any 5 of you have got, I'll take a tenner. He ended up finding Craigie White a couple of years later and he sold it for a nugget. Yes, the nugget, old Tin Legs sold it for a nugget. Billy Tin Legs comes in at number 4. Is there any more Billy no right in the fucking heads that you can add to the list? We'll get one that tries to shag a dog, one that's impersonating a horse, one that's shagging a horse, one that was biting a horse. Surely we're going to find these Billy no right in the fucking well heads. And the last one, yeah, that's the last one coming in here. A late prize now. Here he comes. Billy jumping off the Govan stand all the way down to Manchester because he's totally lost the fucking plot. Billy jumping for the Govan stand to get you. Billy for the Govan stand to get you. I'm going to get you. Last heard on Radio Snide. Last seen in Manchester. Shagging horses, biting dogs and jumping on top of Minty's head. Last seen jumping on top of Minty's head. Billy no right in the head, jumping off the Govan rear. Yes, what happened to him? Last time heard on Radio Snide. Billy no right in the head, jumping off the Govan rear because they get pumped in the Champions League. So all these famous Billies, we're looking for all these famous Billies. Oh, we've got a reprieve here. All you crackpots in there, mate, I've got a reprieve. I can see six, counting them, 6 retweets. Roll on an RT, please, for Claire. Well done, Claire, Peter boy. Yes, get used to it quick, Peter boy. You better get used to it. You've just saved yourself with a ban. The parrot, he's flown in after his feathers get stuck in my tailpipe of the old space rocket last night. Shut the show down with his feathers, but we'll let him off. He's done a retweet, which the excuse is right. Imminent bans are being handed out here, so we're looking for all the zombies So these zombies, last seen in Manchester, totally mad with it. 5 years ago. Where's all the zombies? Where are they all? We want a zombie. If we get any zombies, right, hit me up with zombie numbers now. Zombie numbers, stay away for the USA. Who's this? Matt Q. Well done, Matt Q. Well done. There we go. We'll get a retweet. We're out there. We're giving it large here. We're in a tin-foiled, armour-plated Mercedes. We got upgraded by my good brothers in Sevcoat. Did a call earlier on to Brian Stockbridge. He confirmed that it was actually Brian Kennedy that was being spoken about with my good brother, affectionately known as Google-eyed. Yes, my good brother feeding unseen hand, Whitey boy. He's more than unseen now. Well, he's totally unseen now. But he put his card on the table. He's not been playing his game for the Shadows. He had to fly away because it became on top. All the death threats. I mean, look at it. The Daily Rancid publishes a serialised article from Elbows McCulloch. Elbows McCulloch. He's an escapee from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That one, if you ever seen it. I mean, him and his brother Fraser Wright. Shocking into how 3 players from the St Johnstone team refused to shake the hands of, to clap the Celtic team. But hey, c'est la vie. Yeah, so big Lee McCulloch, an escapee from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He gets his book serialised in the Daily Rancid, and he says, and I quote, "If only we could have got our hands on Craigie Boy White." Oh, is that right? Well, he's under guard of the Tommy Crackpot, so you have to come through me, Jig McCulloch, Lee McCulloch, who's out here? A personal threat from Lee McCulloch to Craigie Boy White. Just shows you. And then another threat, he puts other threats in there of violence. Shows you the level of these crackpots. Totally loopy-loo. Go and get your medication, Lee. Keep your elbows to yourself. Old Jig. And they get Jiggy's number. Tie him down. Get him back home. Hey, give me some numbers here. Let's do some calls. Have me some numbers. We want some zombies. No mobile. Zombies in Australia and New Zealand, but no a feckin' mobile. If I lose the last of my credit, I'll be sending you to the cuckoo land. Right, can we get me? I'm going to find a number here. Right. Yes, we've escaped to mental asylum once again for the night. Time to celebrate. We're brought free. We're brought free. We're giving it the Aldi here. We're just getting everything set up. We're doing this from a tin-foiled, armour-plated Mercedes. There you go. You can hear the sound effects. Yes, we'll say here. We'll start the engine. Yes, there you go. We brought free. We've done a runner. Let's get this going down. We're looking for Bambi. Who else was with Bambi? Was it Katie?
Good afternoon, Angels Ladies.
Hey, Bambi!
Hi.
How you doing, Bambi? It's Tommy. What's happening? You there, honey? Are you different, Bambi? Hello? Hello? Don't leave me this way. We're coming to see you. Where are you? We've been trying to get this live for 5 days. We've been driving about the outback here. The outback of Nevada. North, south, east, west, comrades all. We're on the lookout for Bambi and the Angels. Area 51 showed us up last week, but don't worry, we're back on the trail. There we go. Come on, Bambi, help us out. Oh, what's happening here? Hello? Bambi? Bambi doll? Bambi? Hello? Cunty, who's there? Major Crackpot Tom here. Wanna pack up? We've got a bunch of crackpots here lapping their haggises out. Got somebody pick up? What is going down out there? Shocker any time, know what I mean? Right, where's going down? Close this down here, hold on. Right. And hold on, here we go, hold on. We could have a result in. All the billies are on the run, they're getting chased down here. The billies are going to get chased down. It's Hill Street Blues time. All the billies, all the silly billies, they're getting rounded up here by Mike Post. We're back here, sorry, tell 10 to tell 10. Just a wee phone call to take there, right, that's it sorted. Right, Bambi, what is Bambi all about? She's bad news there. Bambi. Who's going down here? What number have we got flashed up here? Oh, we need to change this number. Right, who's got some numbers? We want some zombies over down under. We need some down under zombies. Down under zombies, we need their help. We need to phone some down under zombies. We've got some news to break to the down under zombies. Come on, open this up. Right, anybody get any down under zombies? Tie me down, sport. Come on, get it happening. Where is it? Who's got the... Let's see, follow me back, Peter boy, just followed you. Right, hold on. Who's this? What have we got here? Who's this? Right, what's going down here? What number? Anybody got a number on here? Hail, hail, everybody. Even all. Pray for Manchester. Yes, pray for Manchester. 5 years on from Manchester. Right, nothing there. Anybody get any numbers? Any numbers? Any crackpots you want me to phone? Tell 10 to tell 10. We ain't got any numbers, so I'm just talking even more flannel juice and gibberish. We've got nothing. What's this? Matt Q. What have you put here? This looks good. It looks contacts of it. No this one, no the Melbourne one. Oh, come on. I've spoke to that guy, Ray Newell. They're just Fangitas. They're big, lousy, hopefully Fangitas, but I'll go into the links, see what the links have got. See what the sausages hold. John Brown Loyal, Rangers Vancouver Branch. Is that where we found the number for Archie Boy? I think that's where we got the Archie Boy number. Right, we're on to Vancouver. Yous are all hopeless, so yous are. Hopeless. Right. Don't buy the Daily Record mail. Don't buy trash. Even there, they're telling people to don't buy the Daily Mail. Shocking any time. Shocking. How can they not be buying that? Right, what's going down here? Brisbane, well done, Barry boy. See that as a mobile. I better not be a mobile, I'm telling you. Nae feckin' well mobiles. Right, we've got a good number showing, right, so we've got that number here. So we'll close back here. Copy it, just doing it, stay over there. Oh, come on, you two feckin'. Right, no post any more messages or that'll come off. Oh no, don't move. You know, follow me on Twitter. Can you put it on my Twitter, Barry? Put it on my Twitter, save me a job here. I need to go into 2 screens. Fin hard work, 423. Oh, cancel. Too many screens opening here. Archie was brilliant. We can't phone Archie again. We're a busted flush. We can only phone Archie when they finally go tits up and say, see, we tell you. We tell you, Archie boy, we tell you. Only when it goes bust will we go back to Archie boy. Right. I've opened it up here. I bet you have put a message on. I bet you have as well. No, you have no. Oh, you don't have to. Right. 423961. 423961. 423961. If anybody's got any numbers, put it on my Twitter, please. Connie. 614. 614. Who be from here, by the way? You got a name for that, Barry boy? Give your name. It's a mobile number, Barry. What you doing? Give me a mobile number. Sweet. I told you I'm not get credit for mobiles to the Australia. Right, red card. For that, he's banned. Red card. Banned. Shocking. No mobiles. For some reason, I don't get free calls to mobiles. It's too late. I was going to phone Zombies in Glasgow and say, look, you're on the wanted list, horn yourself in. But we're too late to do that, so we need to do it to Zombies Down Under. So we need a zombie down under. But hold on, what did you say there? The numbers that have the zombies, the numbers that are 614 is a mobiles. Well done, Wilburn Tim. 614 is a mobile. Right. This computer's too far away. I'm trying to put my computer on the dashboard. It's no working. I'm getting a sore neck here, right? Relax. Internet loyal. Rangers links. I get one here. Internet loyal. Internet loyal. Going to open up internet loyal. It doesn't open up to anywhere. Ralph Topping, CEO of William Hill, major sponsor of SFA. Ever speak to him? Have you got his number, Tony? We'll let you off then, Barry boy, we'll let you off. Phone Sophie. Now, if anybody's got any numbers, put it on my Twitter feed, it makes it easier. You do if they're on the 3 network. What? Right. So there's a number. A president. 2. So when you put the 2, does that come after the 1? So if I'm putting drop the 0, so the 6, 1, and then it'd be the 29670. What's this? What's he put here? Here we go. The numbers are starting to come through. Bobby, oh Bobby boy. New Jersey. Right, you've took me off. There we close that one. We don't want that one. Two, 96705 96705. Once again, any numbers, gonna put them on Twitter. Put them on Twitter. Saves a whole hassle. We get the numbers done quicker. My head's busting. I can't be bothered typing and tapping and. Here we go. Who we talking to here? Who we hitting it, man?
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please.
2967 2967 2967. Hello? Struth. We got fax machines down under. Wonders will never cease, eh? Wonders will never cease. Busy. You're busy there. Oh, epic pictures before it gets too late. Somebody give me epic pictures. What time is it? It's only 4 o'clock back here. Epic pictures. Gonna somebody get me on epic pictures. I phoned them yesterday. Epic pictures, what they called. And look at that internet oil. What kind of crazy bastard are these? Epic pictures. Somebody put epic pictures up yesterday. Is it on my Twitter? Epic pictures group. Right. I've got it. Sack it. I've got it myself. He's a sack. Don't need yous. Oh, I wish I spent time. We've got a number here. Oh, it's not coming out. I'll just put it in myself. 310. Then we'll go back to the USA. We'll sack Australia. Australia's shut. Actually, it's probably too early in the morning for Australia, isn't it? We're too early there. Saying that, it's midnight, 5 to midnight. Right, where's he? Come on, hurry up, get it, there we go. Right. 310, come on. There we go, got it. Wilshire Boulevard. Stay there, here we go. Epic Pictures doing a biopic of Lionel Messi. Just so happens I've got a screenplay in here, my life story ready to go, and Craig White's.
Good afternoon. I can help you.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm phoning to speak to Patrick Kewell, please.
Actually out for the semester. Would you like his voicemail?
Is John Shot there, or Shaquille Berenson even?
No, everyone's gone for about a few more days.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Out of the country for a few days. Would you like to leave a voicemail?
So I can speak to regarding the Lionel Messi movie?
No, I have to leave a voicemail and get it. They'll contact you.
Sorry?
You have reached Epic Pictures. Sorry we can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to us. Please leave a brief message after the tone, and your call will be returned shortly.
Right, so Patrick Kewell, so they're all away. It's just getting down there. Oh, Epic Pictures 2007. Sorry if we had a bit of problems there. If you had a bit of problems, listen to me. It's because the old plug had come out. Blue Nose Bears, Jordan, thank you, brother. Blue Nose Bears. Let's see, what have you got here? Let me see. So we tried to contact Epic Pictures. They're out of the country. Click to enter. Click Bear to enter. We are the people. Blue Nose Bears. Oh my good God, what have you gave me here? Links, featured bar. Follow, Arthur Newman loyal. The blue Arthur Newman loyal. Britannia, Invicta loyal, Old Martin. East Side loyal, Northwest loyal. Ipswich loyal. High Ready T-shirts, Northwest loyal. East Side loyal. Invicta, they're all loyal, aren't they? How fucking loyal are they? When they allow their team to die without sorting them out. Pony up the cash, crackpots. What is this nonsense? Victor Law is a Rangers supporters website run by Teddy Bears for the use of fellow blue noses, and is no way connected with Rangers Football Club. Two mad bears running about like tadgers, and a picture of Queen in the middle. This site is proud to be British. RSC Kent. Members. Membership links page. Right, we're looking for a number of zombies. It's too late to phone zombies here, so we need a zombie somewhere. Get stay of these muppets. They're so loyal. Vienna True Blues. My good Lord, look at the state of this muppet. Andy Fordham. Andy Fordham, is he a zombie? Andy Fordham. Why have they got him there? Who the fuck is he? Right. By the way, Jordan, that was pash. Absolute pash. Nothing there. Get us a number out it if you can, brother, and I'll let you off. Failing that, right, we're going on here, right, copy, oh, it won't even copy, right. What has it's copied, we've got a copy, there we go, copy. That's a Roger, we've got a copy, Houston, we have left off. Houston, we have left off.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing, my man? Is this the Rangers Supporters Club?
Yes, it is.
Hi, sorry to bother you. Is that Bobby Sheeran?
No, this is Jim Mateer.
Sorry?
This is Jim Mateer.
Jim Mateer, how you doing, my friend? Yes, I'm phoning from back home. I take it you're over in the good old US of A?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm phoning. I'm part of a Rangers podcast. We're doing a show here in memory of Manchester. Obviously, it was 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Did you make it over to Manchester at the time?
I did not, but my son did.
Did you? Did he? Aye. How did he find it?
Oh, he loved it, apart from the score.
I know.
Yeah.
Did he make?
He might get himself a ticket, so.
Did he make it back safely without the Polish dogs biting him then? Aye.
Well, eventually he did. It took him like 4 hours to get back to where he needed to be. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Aye, fair dude. Have you heard the latest on the grapevine there recently? How the Polish are coming up for London? To obviously Imran has been accused of doing some jiggery pokey with the shells. I don't know if you got up to date with it recently with the stuff that apparently.
This is not new to me.
Sorry?
This is new to me.
I know.
I've not heard anything about Imran.
I know. Apparently, the City of London Police are coming up. Apparently, administration's happening tomorrow, according to some sources here. But I don't know. But we're trying to rally the bells together and get down to Ibrox and hopefully stop it from happening. You haven't got shells in the bells, have you, Jim? When they did the share issue?
No, I do not know.
You don't know, because what we were saying, because even if you bought £1,000 worth of shares, you might be doing a few £100, but you might as well cash in and take that loss now, because the word is liquidation part 2 could be happening round about in the next day or two. It's looking really bad now, Jim, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know many of the North American bears that have got shares. We couldn't buy shares.
Aye, the reason what that was because of the fact that they knew this was going to go badly, rang, and so they thought, well, at least if they're not selling shares over there, then you can't get American lawyers to chase them through the courts, because the whole thing was a scam and a set-up. The 20-odd million, or the 17 million they said they got from institutional investors, that was just hocus pocus. I think they've got David Murray's voodoo economist in there today, sort there, because there's no money at all. They're losing $1 million a month, and they're sitting there saying, oh, we've got that million, the 17 million sitting there. Well, something's amiss, I'm telling you, Jim. It's a whole carry on.
I don't know, I've not heard anything about it.
I mean, even although there was somebody I spoke to there the other night through the Rangers Supporters Trust, they had I think it was in Vancouver, or maybe it was either Vancouver or Toronto, but they had sent £8,000 worth, but that was for shares that were bought, via the trust, because nobody could buy it if you were based abroad. If you were a bear abroad, you couldn't get into it. So, but if you know anybody that gave money to the trust, then I'd tell them to sell it, because they're going to lose everything now, because these bunch of shysters they've trousered a lot, I reckon.
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Well, check it out. Are you on the internet then? Are you on the internet, Jim? Aye. I would check it out and see because it's the first copies of the Daily Record that's coming out onto the press. That bastard, would you call him? Ever since Trainer left the Record, that Jackson, he's been eating his dinner off a table of Lawwell, I think, at Lywell, because he's just spinning lie after lie all the time, Jackson. So I don't know. This is the word in the story that the London Police are coming up, and they've got us in their sights, mate. So it's no good, mate. But it was just to get your opinion on Manchester. So I mean, for yourself, you never made it, but your boy, did he travel all the way around for the USA for it?
Yes, he did.
That's some journey, that,
Aye. So what's this thing about Manchester? What's going on?
Manchester? No, we were doing it's the anniversary 5 years ago. The other day that we played in Manchester, so we're just gathering people's thoughts about it. Obviously, It was a sad night, but the fact to even get to a European final is something to be proud of and a magnificent achievement.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure it was. Yeah.
And do you remember the game? Do you remember the game quite well yourself, Jim?
Yeah, well, we watched it at the club, you know. So I mean, we had a good turnout at the club, but it was unfortunate, but you know, with the result, you know.
How's the club going these days? I know a few of the clubs in North America have suffered of late, and a few of them have shut down. Are you still going strong there?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of them that are, you know, they have money problems. You know, like it's the early starts. It's all these early starts. You know, they kill everybody. You know, but yeah. You know, what can you do? You know.
Some of the clubs have had money problems. What, just with the membership's been low, and have you? Is that what's caused it? Or?
Yeah, well, I know all the memberships have died off. You know, there's no much to pick through there anymore. You know, there's no expat Scots wanting to come to the games anymore. They've got their own thing to do. You know, and now you can get the games in the house now. You know, so they've got less and less need for a supporters club.
Aye. Sad times. And how's the recession? I mean, you're out in Los Angeles then, are you? Is that where you're based? Or?
No, we're in Kearney, in New Jersey.
Oh, you New Jersey? Oh, so I've got you confused with a boy I was trying to contact. I was trying to contact somebody in San Francisco earlier on there, but you're in New Jersey, aye.
Who was it you tried to contact in San Fran?
Well, there's a conference on there. I think there's a conference going on there. I spoke to somebody and they said they were going to San Fran in a couple of weeks' time. I can't remember the boy's name. I've got it down there. I need to go in.
Grant Fraser, or one of the guys.
Who did you say there?
Grant Fraser.
Name rings a bell, Jim. It rings a bell, but I need to go into my computer and get it there.
So listen, do you have a website or something like that that you want to give me or something like that? Because I'm actually on my way out the door, but I'm going to the lodge. Oh,
you're away to the lodge? Aye. I'll let you go then. I'll not keep you back then, mate. Yeah, you carry on, crack on then. I'll let you go then, Jim. You have a good night then, yeah?
Right, no problem. Same here.
Cheers, mate. All the best, right?
Right. Bye-bye.
Kept a guy back for his date with his goat. He's got a date with a goat and we've kept him back. It's absolutely shocking. I'll get on to that. Leave that one up for me for tomorrow then, T, and I'll get that. Graham, no, see the Melbourne one. The Melbourne one is, we can't do the Melbourne. We've done Melbourne one before. Rangers, Atlanta. Now what have we got here? 770. That number isn't right there, by the way, Paul. That number isn't right. There's too many digits there. Where did you get that for? That looks here. Off. Yeah, so that's the same ones that I've been trying to get. Colin Mayo. We didn't speak to Colin. We tried to get a hold of Colin last week, I think. We tried to get a hold of Colin. Right, so we kept Jim back there for his date, for a date with a goat in the lodge. Away to the lodge.
It's Colin.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, is that Colin?
Hold on a second. Who is it?
Hi, is that Colin there for the Rangers Atlanta RSC?
It is, yeah.
How you doing, my friend? I'm phoning from the Brigton Loyal podcast team here. My name's Jack. I'm phoning to get your views on, well, a couple of things. We're wanting to get your views on a couple of points for our show. Have you got time for 5 minutes, Colin?
Hold on. I'm actually in a outdoor restaurant. Just go back through what you said. Introduce yourself again and let me understand.
Sorry, Colin. I'm phoning from a Rangers podcast team, the Brigton Loyal podcast boys here. I'm phoning. My name's Jack. We're phoning to get your opinions on a couple of matters. Obviously, it's 5 years since we played in Manchester in the European final, and also the imminent liquidation, possibly. The rumours, if the rumours are to be heard as true, coming out of the Daily Record, that the London Police are on their way up with matters regarding Imran and the share issue, and there could be liquidation by the morning.
Wow, that's news to me.
Oh, it's breaking now, mate. I don't know. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, well, I'm looking to do a show with regards to what's happened in Manchester, but this stuff is now breaking out now. Keith Jackson's running rampant all over it. Apparently, the City of London Police or the Fraud Squad, they're looking into the whole investigation with Imran Ahmed, and there is talk that they waited to the end of the season, and administrators could be getting called in again to sort the whole mess out. Have you got a take on it, Colin?
No, I'd love to give you my opinion.
Yeah, by all means. What's your take on it, Colin? I mean, how do you think the mess has been? Or do you think it's all been a mess since Green took over? Have you seen anything different?
I mean, I live out in the U.S., so I grew up back home, but I don't really. I think the Scottish newspaper is the most boring shite I've ever seen in my life. Whether you're a Rangers or Celtic supporter. I mean, nothing they have is of any. I mean, you can't validate anything, so I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So, sometimes,
I think that Charles Green probably did a good job, and is it the standards that the U.S. federal government would want? I mean, he's corporate governance these days. I run my own insurance company. You've got no idea what's going on. But personally, I'm a Rangers supporter. I just wish the best for the club. And I just want people who are good Rangers people involved in making the decisions. I think the one thing that, for me, looking at this over the last 3 or 4 years, is that David Murray walked away from one of the best Scottish institutions in the world, and I still don't understand why he did that.
Well, primarily because he ran it to the ground, I would suggest. Colin, he more or less... Are
you a Rangers supporter?
Yes, a long time Rangers fan myself, yeah. And I hear what you're saying, why you let that happen but it was the killer blow. I think the killer blow happened not when we went into administration or liquidation. It was when it was sold to Mr. White for £1. I think the writing was on the wall from that point.
Well, I mean, to me, that was I could have paid them $1 million for it, right? I would have, but nobody was asking.
Yeah, well, you should have come in, Colin. We needed billionaires, no millionaires. If you added a few zeros on to the end of it, a real billionaire, because this kid on billionaire in white was a shambles. I
think Craig White is a criminal, and he'll end up going to jail. I think Charles Green did a good job for us. I'm not quite sure of all the shenanigans, as we would say, that's going on. But I do not think Rangers will be going into administration anytime soon.
Well, this is the rumours, you know, Colin. I mean, with the stuff with Green, he did steady the ship somewhat, but if these rumours are to be true, that this share issue was just a pack of nonsense, and the money they took was $5 million fleeced from Rangers fans to pay bills and overheads that they said they had covered. So I run a company and I know where my money is. I don't think that I mean, if the police are involved, it's because somebody
that is not part of Rangers right now, and I don't mean Charles Green, but it means that somebody, probably White, whatever his name is, because, I don't, is going to get arrested.
I don't
I
know.
don't think that Charles Green has done anything illegal. I think that Craig White, absolutely, it's the most embarrassing thing for Rangers ever for David Murray to sell to a guy that, like, I could have done a better job.
Well, I'm thinking now that the way Murray handed it over to White, Colin, that it was pretty much a done deal, that it was going to go administration and liquidate and Newco and go the Newco route, and I think that Mr. Murray obviously knew that was the only way to go, and rather having it on his watch, he conveniently palmed it off to Mr. White for £1, because, like you say, if someone came out and asked for people to put in the money, and if you'd come out and said, well, I've got £1 million instead of Mr. White's pound, then he never did that. He wasn't looking to find someone with millions. He just wanted to offload it before he get caught with it all crumbling about him. That's the way I view it.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe you're right, but the reality is that, what I find disturbing, and I don't know how UEFA would view this, but Rangers were found not guilty, and they got charged as guilty before they were found not guilty, right? In a court, they were found not guilty, and the difference between American law and U.S. law is that in the U.S. you're innocent until proven guilty. So, I would have to say that I think Scottish football is in a terrible situation, and basically my closing comment will be Rangers will survive. I don't know about the rest of Scottish football.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, Colin. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, well, we can only hope and wait to see that the police here don't come in and shut the whole place down, because if what, like you say, the papers that we shouldn't read or trust, but if there's any element of truth, then the police are coming here to do some serious wrong to us. So we're going to have to raise some men now. We're going to get some bells down there to blockade the doors to stop these police moving in. So wish as well, Colin. As soon as this job is done.
How did you get my information, by the way?
Oh, just through one of the websites here. Yeah, I'm on to. I've got a website here, therangersatlanta.com.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I've been through.
We're the smallest club in the U.S. with 2 members.
2 members.
The games. Yeah.
And how do you? Whereabouts do you meet?
I mean, there's just we actually we used to share the pub with the Celtic boys.
Did you?
And it was all good-hearted, because we used to share the cost of the games because we don't get them for free. And the Celtic boys gave up a couple of years ago, but we kept them. So
how many get to the games then? Just you? And there's another one there. Yeah, just a couple of you.
If this year there might have been 2 or 3 people. All the English lads support us, right? They can't believe what we've gone through. So Chelsea fans, Everton, Man United boys, they'll see me putting the game on, and they come over and they'll watch us. It doesn't matter who we're playing, and it just shows who we are.
Right? Really. That's remarkable, the spirit you're showing there, Colin. Keep it up. And you go to the same regular bar? Do you go to the same regular bar in Atlanta? So whereabouts are you based then? You're based in...
We're in Atlanta, yeah, and we watch the games actually in an Irish bar, believe it or not.
Really? What's the pub called?
Fedors.
Oh, well. And tell me, has it got all the green regalia?
Oh no. I mean, they've got a Celtic flag in the corner. They've got it's mainly supported. It's mainly the businesses the English boys, coming in for the games. But when Rangers got to the UEFA Cup final, we had about 200 people in there, and about 150 of them were Russian boys. It was a great day.
There was 150 Russian against, 50 Blue Noses, aye?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You didn't bring the police dogs in to bite on anybody, no? That there was no police dogs or crazy Manchester police?
No, we had no problems. We had a great day.
And your son, he didn't appear on Crime Watch then? When the few months later, he managed to make it back home without appearing on Crime Watch TV in the UK then?
Sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
I was saying there that your son managed to make it back over to the States without appearing on Crime Watch, or you don't know if he appeared on Crime Watch when it.
I have no idea what Crime Watch is. I lived in the US for.
Yeah, no, but what they did, these BBC, I mean, they're no content with biting lumps out of the Rangers. They put on their show, unmasking criminals for armed robbery, and they had the cheek to put the Bears all over a Crime Watch special. Name and shame the Bears it was. It was a shocking indictment of British TV. You could have called it the Irish Broadcasting Corporation instead of the British Broadcasting Corporation that night, because it was wall to wall with Bears. It wasn't a pretty sight when the BBC when they can go stoop to that low, calling and putting all the Bears with and call it. You would have thought they were criminals. I mean, just because one or two maybe bit a Polish dog or threw a wee stone at a window, you think of a public enemy number one the way we behave, but it was all obviously those Celtic fans down in Manchester causing the carnage and trying to blame it on us as usual.
At the end of the day, how many people ended up in jail?
Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying.
It's all sensationalism. And that's why I don't listen to anything about the Scottish press about Rangers. Bottom line is, I'm out here. I've got the weirdest club in North America, and I was born a Rangers supporter, and I'll die one, son. That's all I can tell you.
Let's hope it's a good few years. But and you say, how long have you been out there for yourself? Have you been out there for a good few years?
25 years.
25 years, and whereabouts you from originally, Colin?
I grew up in Dunfermline. My best man at my wedding was a Celtic supporter, by the way.
You're a good man.
Yeah. Listen, I'm about to get into a meeting. Thanks for the call.
Take care,
Feel
Colin.
free to call me back. Okay, take care, buddy.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Colin was sitting there with his £1 million waiting to invest, and nobody called him. Oh, come and invest in me, Cole. Come and invest in me. Northern Beaches RSC. What kind of numbers that with these? What are you doing there with all the... What is going down with the percentages, Mark? The message board, is the message board down? Do we have a problem? Looks alright here, Crackpottle. We don't know if he's going to the lodge too. Right, let's get down here. Right, bang, there we go. Chuckles, a good job. Did you listen to him? What's this? Who's saying that? I don't know, did you hear his accent there, Michael? Scottish to American to English. He couldn't place that accent. I was going to have a wee comment there and say to him when he says 25 years, say, you've no lost your accent. Your mid-Atlantic drawl hasn't changed since you left these shores, has it? Right. So the Crime Watch special, it's a Crime Watch special. We're looking for the zombies. Meanwhile, we break into the Crime Watch special in the middle of the night of the next night. Celtic fans lost a true great, a true hero, a true human being. Human being first, family man second, Celtic fan third, Celtic man third. And that's the priorities that Tommy Burns placed himself. What a human being Tommy Burns was. I once had the pleasure to be given Holy Communion from a layperson in St Cadoc's Church, Newton Mearns. And that person was a Mr. Thomas Burns. I think I must have been about, 15, 16, 17, whatever. My aunt stayed in the area. And Tommy Burns, probably the time maybe when he was just left us or went to Kilmarnock. I think he was at Kilmarnock at the time. He wasn't a Celtic player. I think he was a Kilmarnock manager. He had a wee house just on the road where you come off the motorway. Don't know if his wife is still got there, his kids, whatever. Used to be on the road, in the main road to where that Parklands is. God bless you, Tommy Burns, wherever you are, brother. Till we meet again. 5 years, look where his 5 years I went to. Yeah, he was a true legend, wasn't he? For me, nothing symbolises Tommy Burns more as a Celtic man when, in the space of 1 week, I watched him from the San Siro when Celtic played their first ever Champions League last 16 tie. And from that position, away high up in the gods of the San Siro, looking away down, putting the Celtic players, Nakamura, Magide, whoever else was playing, putting the players through the drills, training them in the San Siro that night, and one of their biggest occasions was Tommy Burns. Within just 1 week of that, he sat in a room full of hundreds of Celtic parents who had children of a young age. I think mine was 4 or 5, my wee boy or whatever. So you can back, 7 years. When was that time we played them? 2006, 2007, in the March. And Tommy Burns sat there fielding questions from hundreds of Celtic fans, mums and dads, and outlining a vision of what him and Celtic were going to try and do. And he maybe spoke for over an hour that night. And the passion and the intelligence. You hear stories about football players being dumb and stupid. But there was a man who sat there with white hair. The passage of time took his young youth and his strawberry blonde gingered Barnet away. With time and age, with his spectacles on, he sat there looking like a wise man. A knowledgeable, intelligent, wise man who could have sat on the board of any multinational company. But there he was, just talking to us plebs. No any special person was in that room, apart from Tommy, of course. the real Tommy Burns. He was a special man that night. Because just a week before it, he was there in the San Siro, preparing Celtic football players in a big game. And there he was, taking the time out for a couple of hours, maybe more, speaking in knowledge of how it was important that Celtic developed young players. Yeah, developed football players was a secondary part of what Celtic were looking to do, because he knew fine well that the fallout rate was spectacular, and he spelt that out that night. He says, probably out of all you 100, maybe if one of your kids becomes a Celtic player in the first team, just one, then that would be classed as a success. He says, but if we take some of them through the ranks, if we take 10, 20, 30, 40, we'll do our best to make them proper human beings. That meant a lot to me. My boy was only 4 or 5, and they brought the academy stuff, and they brought the Celtic and the community stuff through with coaches. Probably boys who started the same age as my wee boy, and they're now going through to Lennoxtown, going through all that process, and were spotted in Celtic community. Shame that wee shyster that went to Chelsea didn't kick about for a wee bit longer after what Tommy Burns did to help him get in the country, but never mind. But there will be young boys there whose parents sat in that same night 6, 7 years ago when Tommy Burns twisted and turned and explained to the Celtic family what Celtic were going to do for the youth. And God willing, that brother's in heaven now. He loves Celtic to the core. I remember being on the pitch, 1988, the second pitch invasion. Still can't see it anywhere at all in the video stuff anywhere. It's amazing how it disappeared. About 80, 90,000 in that day. But I remember being on the second pitch invasion, and Tommy pushing us off, or shepherding us off like he would do. Tommy twists, Tommy turns, Tommy Burns. Can still remember him running in the left wing, left midfield, standing in the jungle, seeing him running down the wing, putting a cross in for George McCluskey, Frank McGarvey, Charlie Nick, Mo Johnson, Brian McClare, scoring goals with his left peg. And, like I say, I was privileged one time to get communion from the hand of Tommy Burns when he was giving out communion at St Cadoc's in Newton Mearns. Funny how things come back to you having remained dormant. Because remember that, because at the time my auntie, she had a young couple of kids herself, there used to be a wee private bit where the kids would sit in St Cadoc's. I don't know if they've still got that now. So all the kids would go in there. I remember one time with my wee cousin, she went in there, it was a big open space, she just went in and done cartwheel after cartwheel. And everybody, all the parishioners, would burst out giggling. Have they seen this wee lassie doing cartwheels? God, that's come back. So if him was that's come back at least 20 odd years. Feckin' heckin'. Tommy Burns, he came along, he was in the same Celtic team as Johnny Doyle. Just think of all those greats in heaven and now. Jock Stein and Sean Fallon. up there coaching him. With Jimmy McGrory as well. I hope in heaven we can recreate Celtic Park. I think there's a Celtic Park up in heaven. There's got to be a recreation of the paradise down here, up there in the big paradise. I would hope so anyway. I hope they can get a recreation of that National Stadium in Lisbon. I wouldn't mind getting a swatch of being back there. Look at that, the anniversary's coming up soon. The anniversary for Lisbon is next week. The anniversary for Seville, less than 6 days away. 10 years on for Seville. 10 years on, the plans were in full preparation mode. Tickets were getting traded like anything else. The big expedition. The big... How did we manage that? 80,000-90,000. Wow. Seville remembered. Seville remembered. Come next week, God willing. Pardon me. So we'll be remembering Seville next week. Tonight we're remembering Tommy Burns, Tommy Twist, Tommy Burns. GWG123, were you there when Celtic played in the San Siro European Cup final? Bobby Murdoch's anniversary. Right, Tommy Burns, what a guy he was. Right, I'm just going to go here. Get that to feck. Look at this Kerry. Get that to feck. Right, anybody get good? Any good Tommy Burns tunes? Tommy Burns tunes? Anybody? Anybody? Tommy Twist, Tommy Turns, Tommy Burns. Tommy Burns, Mac the Knife. Hold on, we'll get into here. Tommy Burns. Look at that. There's a few tribute songs here. I'm just getting a copy of one of them here now, sorry about that. I was just looking through the old YouTube here, so give me 5 minutes. I've just seen a tune here, I'm just copying it. And totally prepared as ever. I do apologise for my unpreparedness as usual. I always remember that night. I didn't find out until the next morning, and I was on a flight to go to the Middle East. On a flight out to the Middle East, and I received a text from one of my aunties that early that morning. It was a hard one to take, I tell you, because I got on a plane to Amsterdam for my connection to go to Oman. And I got that text stepping onto a plane to go to Amsterdam. Got off the plane at Amsterdam. It was still too early in the morning. I think I arrived there about back at 7, 8. And then when I got on the plane to the Middle East for about 8, 9 hours, yeah, there was no communication, no nothing. I remember just sitting there for hours being gutted. On that plane to Amsterdam, getting off in Amsterdam, and then you're on the next plane and just thinking about Tommy. He'd came close to death just a few weeks previously, and he was flown out to, I think it was at France, for some kind of exploratory or new technique that could possibly maybe save him. I remember tweeting, there was news that he'd actually died, or he thought he'd died, I think, as I say, just a few weeks before it, but he kind of pulled through. Who can remember that time? I mean, just style of that season, with him jumping on the crowd of bodies. He'd had cancer and went into remission. Then him jumping like a youngin on top of all the bodies, having beat that Russian mob. Who would have thought it within, was that 8-9 months? Yeah, I think the cancer came back, was it in February or something? Was it in January, February? What was it, early 50s? It's no age at all, is it? No age at all, when you consider people live to their 80s, 90s. You never know. It's time to go, it's time to go. And the big man up there is calling your number. You can't run to the other end of the field and blank him. It's not like the big man Jockstein calling your number and pulling you off. You might put it off for a few minutes, but it's a big man in the sky calling your number. You need to go and play with his big 11 up there. The Coronation Cup against the Celtic of Lisbon. So Jockstein, did he play in the Coronation Cup? What am I thinking? The Coronation Cup, was that 53? The 7-1, what was the 7-1? When was the 7-1? Was that, wasn't it 53? Was it 56? 55? Some good Celtic fan out there will keep me right. I can't think offhand. So the Coronation Cup winners, the 7-1 against the Mankey Mob winners. What two Celtic teams, if you could play a game, or could watch a game, if you're up in heaven and you're sitting there and you could put a request on the jukebox, take me there as if I can sit there live, between Celtic 67 and Celtic 56, Celtic 53. Or how about the ultimate one, Celtic 67 against Celtic 2003. Martin O'Neill against Jockstein. Henrik Larsson against Jimmy Johnston. Yeah, I'd go for that one. If that was my only chance at it, I'd pick that one. My era of Celtic greatness, 2003. I don't know if in my lifetime I'll ever see Celtic in a European final, but if that was it, then just roll that team out again and take on the might of the Lisbon Lions. On the same pitch, Henrik Larsson. If only Lubo had played another season, if only we get another year out of Lubo. God, Lubo, why do you not give us another year? Martin would have used you nice and easy. Could have brought you off the bench. against, oh here it's all ifs and buts. Let's not go down there, let's not go down. Right, hold on. So that's my request. If I get into heaven and we get a recreation, I would take the first Celtic Park. So the first Celtic Park, play the first the only game I'd put in the old Celtic Park, and I'd put the 67 Lions against 2003 Seville. And then what I would do, I would play one of the three with the 3 team groups. So the winner takes all would then play in a challenge match. Tommy Burns' 3 Amigo team. Pierre, Cadet and Di Canio with Andy Tom. Yes. The team from 96-97. The team that never won anything because David Murray's Brown Envelope Brigade and their honest mistake referees. Yes, we only took 1 defeat that season. Played off the park by Paris Saint-Germain, but we took that lesson from Paris Saint-Germain and applied it for the rest of the season. And only a dodgy McBride offside goal disallowed for George Cadetti prevented us that season. A few other dodgy mistakes. Celtic should have won the league that season, make no doubt about it. Stolen as usual. Stolen, theft, grand first larceny as usual. September 57. 50. Look, all the people here getting me right, Barry boy. Alright, so we'll take the 57 team. So we'll have a 4-way group. We'll have 67 Celtic playing 53 Coronation victors, and we'll have 57 7-1 victors against the Mankey Mob playing against Seville 2003. So there's the semi-finals. There's my semi-final. If I'm up in the big heaven in the sky, I'll say, sit me down anywhere near Willie Maley. Brother Walfred, put me on the table, 5 tables behind, doesn't matter, whatever. Just let me sit and watch those 2 games. And then the final. I would put the final then between Seville against Lisbon. The 3rd place match. The Coronation Cup team against the Mankey Mob, 7-1 victory, the League Cup. Coronation Cup against League Cup, 53 against 57. The 3rd place playoff. And then the final, Lisbon against Seville. Jockstein against Martin O'Neill. Henrik Larsson up against Big King Billy. Jinky Johnston on the wing. Who played in defence for us that night? Do we go for a 5-3-2 with Stan Petrov on right back? Remember they put Stan sometimes at right back? Played Stan everywhere. Yeah, Stan Petrov. God, that boy was amazing when he was a youth. Poor old Stanner. Fucking hell. 10 years, look where he was headed there. He was just a 22-year-old boy. Retired. God love you, Stan. Right, Big Bobo. I know. There was so much that cost us that night. I'm just thinking back to Seville now, how we were cheated. How we were cheated that night. God, you bastard, Marino. One of the reasons why I've been going to many of the El Clasico games was just to rub it into that wee bastard Marino. The first El Clasico I went to in November 2010 was a 5-0. That felt special that time, I tell you. 5-0. Shouting at Mourinho, calling him a puta. You little bastard, Mourinho, for what you did that night in Seville. Little bastard. There's one thing I did see him. When Celtic scored the second goal, he gestured to his players to sit back. Sit back was a call. And he always puts down that of those 2 years, that game that Celtic gave him was the hardest of his run to the UEFA final and the Champions League. So who would win then? So would the Lisbon Lions beat the Seville? Lisbon Lions all the way, wouldn't it be? Lisbon Lions. It's got to be the Lisbon Lions all the way. Who would you support in that game? Celtic of 67 against Celtic of 2003. Was that 36 years, huh? 36 years. 33 years since our previous one in Milan, Milan. 33 years. So that's 10 years now. So we've got another 23 years till we get to our next one. What do you reckon? That one was 33 years. We got 1, 3. So in 36 years we were at 3. So we're due one in another 20 years. Only another 20 years to make it. Can we do it? Does anyone think we're going to get to another European final in your life? Does anyone think we can make that again? A European final? There used to be 3 to choose from, now there's only 2. The Diddy Cup one, or the Champions League proper. But we'll probably get no chance of the Champions League. And given that a team that we put out of the Champions League is going to be playing in the Europa final tomorrow, surely that is indication that there's got to be a chance for us there to get to the Europa League final again. Imagine if we were going to Amsterdam for tomorrow night. 9,000 tickets to Celtic fans. 9,000. I mean, time they've sorted out all the corporates there, there'd be enough for about 500 Celtic proper fans to get tickets. Shocking, isn't it? And we're playing a tune here for Tommy Burns. Tommy Twist, Tommy Turns, Tommy Burns.
Behold the captain boy who chose his team of choice, the grand old Celtic boys, for them he played.
And of course, anybody knew Tommy, he was in the wrong trade. He should have been a singer. If he didn't make it as a Celtic, player, he missed his calling. He should have got on to X Factor back in the day. Could have been on X Factor back in the day and would have made it. He could have made it on stage. And God willing, now I'm going to put something on here. This was one of his last performances of his favourite tunes that he liked to sing. And this was sung at the last Tommy Burns supper that he attended. And this was from the Tommy Burns supper in 2007. And this is Tommy Burns singing Mac the Knife.
Shut whiskey, scoundrels start to spread. The fancy glory has old man eaten. So there's never a trace of red. I won't miss that what oh Sunday morning lies a body just oozing light. Well, someone sneaking round the corner. Tell me, could that someone be Mac the Knife? I just set up down by the river, where the seamen bag, just duping on down. Well, that seaman is there for the way. Said I will get you 10 gold, Maggie's back in town. Now hear my winner. He doggone split the cigarettes at the drawing house. All of his hard-earned cash. And now Mac he's spent just like a jailer. Could be my man's done something rash. I said, Jenny Dava, oh, Suki Tabi, look out for Mr. Ladrignon and old Lucy Brown. Oh, the line form on the right bed. And now that Mackie back in town.
That was a great man himself,